question for you guys. Have you ever heard of astral projection?
Ass projection?
It's actually where you put a projection of an ass on a wall. No, that's what we're going to be talking about in this cold opening. Wait. We're going to have to edit that. It is snowpocalypse right now in the Midwest. So we are doing our first ever remote meeting. I think it's going to go seamless, though. But let's get into it. It's not the house that's haunted. It's your son. All Guts So Gory presents the 2010 movie Insidious.
What if you're seeing things?
I went into Dalton's room. There was something in there with him.
And the only explanation
I know someone who can help.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Is too terrifying to believe.
I want to leave this house.
It's not the house that's haunted. It's your son.
Insidious.
In theaters April 1st.
The mad and macabre.
Oh, what monster could have done this?
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Live or die. Make your choice.
Wake up, little girl.
Playtime's over.
You don't know what death is.
Sliced and diced.
Gentlemen, welcome. I'm Justin, I've got Charlie, and I've got Mike with me today to talk about the movie Insidious from 2010. But before we do that, big announcements came out recently. They just announced the nominees for this year's Academy Awards. And there's some big ones that some of our fans, myself and Charlie and Mike, are super impressed with. First of all, Sinners. A whopping 16 nominations. Record-breaking 16 nominations. And this is one of those things that sometimes makes me like a movie less. I'm like, it wasn't 16 nominations good.
It wasn't that good. I don't know who they think they are.
Right. The Academy. I think I told Sarah the other day, I was like, they should let me have a vote on the Academy. But anyway, so what do we think about that? 16 plus, I think there was another one for, Frankenstein got like a shitload of nominations.
They got 9.
9. And Ugly Stepsister, what's that one that you saw, Mike?
The Ugly Stepsister, they got a nomination for costume design, which most movies that take place in, old times with, fancy dress, stuff like Little Women, whatnot, stuff like that. They always get a costume nod, it seems like, but good to see a horror one get one.
Are you saying that the Academy, is a little predictable sometimes?
No.
But yeah, 16's ridiculous. I don't care if they had to add some extra categories to get that 16, like best casting, and I think there was another one added this year. But still, 16 is just, it's unimpeachable, basically.
And don't forget about Amy Madigan for Weapons. Supporting actress.
Yeah, Weapons. Amy. Gladys deserved it, I think. Yeah. For supporting, though. Yeah. So,
I'm surprised that was the only one that film got. I thought Weapons would have got another one or two.
Like Best Picture, maybe. Like there was 10 nominations. They could have had Weapons in there.
For sure.
So, yeah.
I was kind of hesitant or a little flinchy when it came to the Oscars, especially like after the Golden Globes. Like Sinners didn't get nominated for very much. It didn't win very much. Got like best soundtrack or something. I mean, fuck the Golden Globes. Fuck the Warner Bros.
Hey, is the Golden Globe the one that does podcast awards now? Because if it is, we gotta kiss up, dude.
No, we will never. It's all about clout.
I don't think we're gonna.
Amy Poehler has the only people that have as many stars on as Amy Poehler is something Heights with the Kelsey brothers.
Oh. All right,
George Clooney.
Oh yeah,
Brad Pitt.
Which one? The Kelseys? For sure.
Kelseys, yeah.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if the podcast is good or not, and they're not. They're good. They're fine.
Mike knows who Jason and Travis Kelce are. Don't let him fool you.
I wish I didn't.
So yeah. Ryan Coogler was all over this thing. Michael B. Jordan nominated. I think the love interest, one of the Michael B. Jordans in the movie, is nominated as well. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but just yet, top to bottom, they pretty much had everything they were eligible for. The president make a short film about it just so they could be nominated for that as well. Some kind of animated Sinners would be great too. But anyway, that's enough Oscar talk. Unless you guys got more.
No, we'll check it out that night and see how much Sinners takes home.
Yeah, my bet is 5. You guys take a pick. Over under 5.
I don't know. That sounds dead on. I'll go over.
I'm gonna say under.
It's more like if it's the big ones,
That's
picture,
true, but like
actor, screenplay.
I'm gonna say under, and it'll be a lot of the below the line stuff. Unfortunately, like it's not winning Best Picture over probably Marty Supreme or One Battle After Another. It's Michael B. Jordan's great, but he's not beating Timothée Chalamet or Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, might win like original song, might win screenplay, but probably won't win screenplay either. But I'm gonna say under 5, and it'll be below the line stuff.
I'm going definitely over. 16 nominations. They're sending a message. There's no way they're going to nominate this picture for 16 Academy Awards. A picture about an oppressed class in our country.
Yeah, you're
right. I thought it was about vampires.
Nah. And then just like give them 2.
You're talking about the Irish vampires,
yeah.
correct?
Okay.
Irish, yeah.
And the Native Americans.
Right? That weren't in it enough. I need more of that story.
Yep.
But anyway, the movie that I've got for you guys today was nominated for 0 Academy Awards.
Right.
So between Sinners and this one, it's got 16 Academy Award nominations.
Between these two.
All right, it was right. The first time I saw this movie, 2010. So
what movie?
I had Insidious.
Oh, okay.
We're on it now. Sorry.
Good segue.
The first time I saw Insidious, 2010, I believe it was on a streaming or a Netflix type of thing, or that's back when I think they still had the DVDs. My children, my twins, were born in 2009, so we were housebound a lot. Watched a lot of things from the couch while they were rolling around on the floor or whatever. But what about you guys? When did you first see it, and what did you think when you first saw it? Go ahead, Mike.
So this was my first time seeing it. You picking it made me watch it. So thank you, Justin.
What?
Yeah.
My eyes just popped out of my head. This isn't a video cast.
I mean, a PG-13 in this era, I was like, hard pass. But, this one was creepy at times, man. It was good. I enjoyed it. Really good ending, good acting. Just, I like that it wasn't just another, like, haunted house movie. In fact, it's may not even be a haunted house movie because it's the kid that's haunted, and we'll get into more about that. But like they move into a new house, and guess what? The problem's still there. So it's not like they solved it by just doing that one simple thing. I liked it, and I liked the ending a lot. It was great. Well done.
If this is your first time listening to one of our podcasts, fair warning, we will spoil this entire movie by the time the podcast is over. This is that kind of podcast. This isn't one that you all have to get ready. Yeah.
We don't care about you. We don't care about anybody.
Turn it off now if you don't want to.
Turn it off now.
But Charlie, what about you, 2010?
I didn't see it in the theaters. I think I either rented Blu-ray or maybe saw it on streaming. So, it had been out for a little bit by the time I got to see it. But I liked it. And, Mike, you're going to have to go back and watch it again because I bet you missed all the hidden ghosts.
Oh, yeah. No, I did not see hidden ghosts. No.
Yep.
Well, there was stuff like when she runs it, she goes into the baby's room and like it's in the window for a split second. I think I saw that.
Not those. there's times when she walks through the house and there's just like a ghost hiding behind something, like literally just maybe standing on a wall and she doesn't see it.
Oh,
in the kitchen. Yeah.
All right.
So, did you see any other Easter eggs?
No, not on first watch.
Okay, and the second one, you're going to notice a familiar face from James Wan and Lee Winnell on a chalkboard behind.
Oh, yeah.
Billy the Puppet shows up in there.
Yep.
So
okay.
That jumps on the next point. Obviously, is this the first time we've hit a director writer twice?
Ooh, I don't know. I'll have to look.
It is, and I think both of them are my picks. So I mean, it wasn't like, I guess you can read between the lines. And I'm a fan of Lee Winnell and James Wan. I appreciated the heck out of the fact that this is a $1.5 million budget. This is as practical as it comes with the effects. There were springboards throwing people in the air. There was crazy makeup. It was just a lot of creative stuff to stay within that budget. This thing made $100 million. So by any definition, that's a success. Yeah. All right. So and it fits kind of in Mike's box where it's only 103 minutes long. So if you take off the credits, I mean, that's right in your box there, Mike.
Yeah, no, it was a good watch. I did not mind. There was not like 9 minutes I needed to cut out of this.
Right. So it was released in 2010, premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival's Midnight Madness. It was released in the U.S. in actually 2011. So I should ask what we were doing in 2011. Production company was Blumhouse Productions / Haunted Movies. Director James Wan, writer Lee Winnell. And that's that nerdy stuff. We'll talk about the rest in a minute. So Mike had kind of mentioned, I think he didn't step on this point, but he mentioned it. This is, like a lot of movies we've seen, this is a haunted house movie, but it's different. It is a possession movie, but it's different. The main thing on this one that the guys wanted to bring, Lee and James, the guys, was the concept of astral projection. Are you guys sold on that idea? Was that something that was like different enough where it didn't feel like you were just watching the same shit that you've seen 100 times?
I feel like it was. They didn't even need it, really. I mean,
yeah. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mike.
It did feel like they were telling us like a new story, but using old tropes, right? So, like you said, like the haunted house, the ghosts, even Lin Shaye like coming to the house and being like, trying to help, trying to intervene. Like it's very Poltergeist, like having that lady come in and like try to guide you through this. Like it's been done before, but they put their spin on it.
Right. I was thinking of Poltergeist and The Exorcist, obviously, with the Lin Shaye character. This is a specialist at fixing, the people side of it, not necessarily the house side of it, which would make her different than what was her name? Some Marie in Poltergeist.
Right. Yeah.
The little lady.
Yep. This house is clear.
That's the one. Charlie, would you like to do an impression of that?
No, I'm good.
No. Okay, so awards and recognitions. This thing received a Fangoria Chainsaw Award, which we are going to be more cognizant of. We're going to do more studying on this Chainsaw Award because I think that's going to be our academies, as we've mentioned before. It won for Best Wide Release Film. So it's kind of like hey, you're not the scariest, but you're the best wide release one.
What else was in there? Do we know?
I don't. That is something that Mike would have done the homework for. Like if you break it down, I feel like it goes Charlie, then me, then Mike as far as homework goes. Also it was nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Horror Film, and widely credited with helping redefine the modern supernatural horrors in the 2010s. I agree. We've talked about this before. We fell into a rut. We, being the horror community and filmmakers, they started saying, "Hey, let's ratchet up the violence. Let's ratchet up the torture. Let's see how much we can get away with." People are bloodthirsty, whatever you want to say. They'll eat that up. So this was definitely a zag to that. Definitely not a torture porn, and I think that was by design. Even though some could say that they ushered in some of the popularity of the torture porn with the sauce.
Yeah. So, can I circle back to the wide release films that year that were also nominated?
Absolutely. Let's do it, man.
Okay.
Got some homework?
Insidious beat out Fright Night, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, Drive Angry, which I think was the Nicolas Cage, and was it Amanda Seyfried in that?
I think that was Drive Angry. I don't know what Ride Angry is.
Drive Angry, that's what I said.
You did? Okay, sorry.
My bad. Unless I said Ride Angry. I don't know.
Ride Angry just sounds like me when the Uber driver is like acting crazy.
Ride Angry is a totally different category and award show. Final Destination 5 and Paranormal Activity 3. So, yeah, Insidious certainly deserved to win. Did not have to beat out a very heavy slate of films, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, no, it got some good, kind of mediocre sequels that it was up against there, right? If it was up against Paranormal Activity 1 or Final Destination 1, I think it would have probably... So the timing was great, is all I'm saying.
Yep, and Lin Shaye won for Best Supporting Actress.
Lin Shaye, which we'll get into here in a little bit.
Insidious also won for Best Score.
Oh. I liked the score. So, like, we've talked about scores before with The Thing and with, like, we haven't done an episode on The Shining, but I'm sure that would be part of the conversation. But, like, the violins and the very operatic cutscenes and things like that, I like that touch.
Yeah. And then Rose Byrne also won for Best Actress. She beat out 5 other women I've never heard of and 5 other movies I've never heard of. So that's that.
Wow. Okay. So she was a shoo-in. But like Rose Byrne wasn't like Rose Byrne, right? Yet at the time.
Probably not yet at the time.
Like, was not a household name, I don't think. When was Bridesmaids? Was this before or after?
Oh, that was close. Probably in this range.
Did you guys know that Rose Byrne is Australian?
No.
Oh, I have to make a correction. When I said that, what's his name, Liev Schreiber is Australian, he is not, in fact, Australian. He's American, and I'm just an idiot. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Carry on.
We should have a special part of each episode where we have to correct the dumb shit we said on the last one. Mine would be, I saw The Grudge when I first moved down to Carbondale with my wife in the movie theater. I don't know what I said I saw. I definitely saw Buffy before The Grudge. So I don't know what I was thinking of. Anyway, that's our new segment, Mike. You ready for that?
Yeah, it's like on Around the Horn when they had Stat Boy would like throw out the things that they missed or screwed up or didn't say or needed to say at the end of the show.
That was in real time. We're going like a week later, or 2 weeks later. When was the Liev Schreiber thing? Was that from?
That was like 3 episodes ago.
That was a couple episodes ago.
So, well, now I need to know where he's from.
He's American.
From America. From America. All right. So this movie was widely, I would say, accepted or loved. Metacritic gave it a 52, so that's right down the middle. But as far as some of the movies we're going to review, I'd say that's a passing grade for Metacritic. IMDb 6.8. Rotten Tomatoes were both 66 and 63 critics and audience respectively. I would put it around an 80 or so in my on my score. I'm just a big fan. It was a breath of fresh air kind of thing.
I think I'm about a 70, 7 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, like a 2.5 stars, 3 stars, I guess.
Yeah, Maybe like 6.5.
6, 7.
Little bit higher than what the other critics and what the other fans put, but yeah. Let's not get crazy here, guys.
Right. So whoa, Mr. 80. So what I like about it is it's acceptable. Like, it's very approachable. It's very you can recommend it to people that aren't humongous fans, and that's kind of a theme. I love recommending like Cabin in the Woods and things like that are approachable to people that aren't necessarily going to catch Terrifier 4 when it first comes out. It's a have you seen this? And they like it normally. It's got a good success rate. Do you guys have any like that? Or do you not worry about their feelings when you recommend movies to them?
I don't care about people's feelings.
Thanks, Charlie. He's like dog soldiers. What do you think? Mike, you got any that you recommend to the casuals?
I mean, depends on what people are in the mood for is usually my next question, because there's so many different things out there. Like, do you want horror comedy? Do you want haunted house? Do you want bloodbath? Like splatter? Like, that's my next question, basically. Like, what are you in the mood for?
All right. Yeah, nobody wants to play my game. That's fine.
I feel like horror fans, like if you say like, hey, it just comes up or in a conversation or whatever, or if you ask, hey, you into horror movies, and they say yes, they kind of know really what they're into, and they will, let you know, like, I love all of it, or I'm into,
I'm talking about these and the guys that are like, or the guys or gals that are like, I want to see some scary ones. What do you recommend? I'm not a big fan, but what do you recommend? And then, like Mike, I guess I would say, do you want it to be funny? Do you want it to be spooky? Do you want it to be bloody? I guess I'd go that route.
If somebody comes to me with an answer like that, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like horror movies. I'd like to see something. I'm sending them down Terrifier Alley, Hereditary. Wow. I'm going to fuck you up. Don't come at me with that weak sauce. Right.
Okay. Trial by fire.
You're like, this is not that bad. You'll be able to.
Okay. So, Insidious was praised for its atmosphere, its sound design. It relied on scares rather than gore. Some people think the final act, which I guess Mike alluded to, the final act was pretty good. It was completely different than the rest of the movie, so it felt a little totally different, but I liked it. Tagline: it's not the house that's haunted.
That's very apt. It's very, very apt.
Do you have any others that we've come across? Or ones you'd like to throw out there for creative,
I don't have anything.
Here's what I want to say to all horror movie husbands or all horror movie spouses: don't be caught being the douchebag that's gaslighting their partner. Don't do it. Don't be like, you've just been stressed. You know what happens when you're stressed and tired? You see monsters. Tired. I mean, I guess you gotta be the reasonable one though. Anyway, are we ready to get into the cast, crew, all that stuff?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, James Wan, director of this, and Lee Winnell, the writer. James Wan was already famous for several different horror movies. Charlie, what are they? The ones he did before this?
No idea.
I'm gonna remind Charlie. We have Saw in 2004.
Okay.
And we have Dead Silence in 2007. Have you seen both of those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them involve little puppets. Okay. We have this one. And Lee Winnell, obviously, he partners with them a lot, but we know Lee Winnell from things like The Invisible Man and Wolfman. Anything else come to mind?
I mean, he acted in Saw and acted. What else was he in?
Right.
He's in this movie too, right? Yeah, he's in this.
Thanks. I forgot to mention that James Wan Wan, also famous for Fast and Furious or Furious 7 and Aquaman. So he has directed some mega budget films. Probably, I don't know what's easier for him. I'd have to ask him next time we see him if he'd rather have $1.5 million to spend or $200 million to spend. You know, it's a big question. Everybody knows Patrick Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson. Also, he's been referred to as James Wan's muse because he's in The Conjuring, which James Wan did. He's in Aquaman, which James Wan did. So, like, he's there a lot. He's a common theme, if you will. Patrick Wilson was also in some other great movies, disturbing movies, like Little Children and Hard Candy. Have you guys seen either of those?
Hard Candy was I was nervous watching that one. Like, hope this doesn't go where it's going to go.
It's a disturbing film.
Yeah, that was rough. Poor little Juno.
Yeah. Yes, this was before Juno, actually, but she plays a younger person that lures Patrick Wilson, a suspected child predator, into a house and then just, kind of turns the table on him, basically. It's a good film.
Yeah.
It's not a fun watch, but it's a good film.
Watchmen was where I known him the most from early on. Like, I don't think I knew like he didn't register with me from Hard Candy, but I saw Watchmen and I was like, oh, I've seen that guy before. So,
that's where okay.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera, the movie with the Hollywood version of Phantom of the Opera. He was in that too. Yeah, good stuff. Rose Byrne, we've mentioned that Rose Byrne was not a household name yet, but she would later go on to do tons of shows, tons of movies. The Neighbors. Help me out. Throw some out there that we like.
The one,
Bridesmaids.
the wedding one. Bridesmaids, yes. The wedding one.
The wedding one.
Let's see, what else? She was in.
Shows too.
She was in this. God, what is the name of that movie?
Where she starts to get Jazzercise franchise.
28 Weeks Later?
That's not the one. Was she in it?
She's in that.
X-Men First Class, Bridesmaids, Insidious, Get Into the Grave.
Oh, yes.
I Love You Too. Where's the one I'm looking for? She was in Troy. Remember? She was Brad Pitt's girlfriend in Troy.
So that kind of tells you enough right there that she's cast as Brad Pitt's love interest. So she's an attractive lady.
Right. Well, she's good enough for Brad Pitt.
Right? That's good enough for, what was his name in the movie? He was the one with the heel.
Currently,
Achilles.
the film that came out this year, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, is pretty highly regarded. I haven't seen it yet, but it's pretty highly regarded.
She was in a Star Wars movie. Episode 2.
Was she?
Oh, Wicker Park. That's the one. I saw her in first, I think. Oh, Troy, then Wicker Park.
Gotcha. Lin Shaye, worth noting, the second movie that we've reviewed with her in it, I think. She was in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. She's actually
she's the teacher, right?
She's the teacher, right. Which, she looked like she was a concerned teacher in that one. She actually did so well in this one, even though, spoiler alert, she dies at the end. But we weren't done with her. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know if you made it that far. They weren't done with her. They made 2 prequels that were about cases that she took on when she was younger. This is one of 5 movies in the Insidious franchise here. The last one was 2023, The Red Door. I don't know if you guys have seen them all. I'm guessing, Mike, since this is the first time you saw Insidious, you probably haven't seen the others.
You know what? After Insidious 1, HBO prompted Insidious 2 to watch next, and I just didn't stop the TV, and I just let it roll. And I went on to Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
But that's as far as I got.
Picks up right where the last one
It sure does. Yes, it does.
And then the Red Door is, I think, 10 years after that. Essentially, as far as like storyline, Dalton goes to college, so that kind of tells you how much time has passed by. Where are you at on them, Charlie? You seen them all?
I saw the one with the last one. I think I saw was the one where the poster is the finger is a key, and
Last Key.
that was it. I like my favorite Lin Shaye role was the landlord in Kingpin. Yeah, when he also doesn't have his rent, so he has to sleep with the landlord, and she's like, I don't know what it is. Like they have sex, and he's throwing up, and she's like, I don't know what it is. Great sex makes me have to shit. He throws up, and she's like, oh, I think you really knocked something loose there.
I looking at her IMDb need to see the film that she was in 2015 called Helen Keller versus Night Wolves, where she plays the titular Helen Keller. It's an hour and 15 minutes long, so that's right up my alley.
Sounds like a group watch. We should do that as a group, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll make the list. Maybe the next Dave Shits too.
Not streaming anywhere currently, unfortunately.
We'll have to steal a copy from somebody.
So I'm looking at her stuff, and she was in Critters back in 1986.
Solid movie.
Brewster's Millions. I don't know if you saw that. Of course, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, I mean, like I thought Nightmare on Elm Street was her first one, and then she didn't do very much after that. But no, she did. She was in Running Man, Critters 2, of course. Pump Up the Volume, 1990.
Oh, is that Christian Slater?
Yeah. Yeah, she's in a lot of shit.
All right, Lin Shaye, hero.
Amityville.
She was good.
She was Amityville, A New Generation. She's in the Amityville franchise. The Critters.
Not watch. There's one called The Call that was a couple years ago that she was in with Tobin Bell. So you're like, okay, this can't be that bad if both of them decided to be a part of it. Yeah.
Have you seen that George Clooney movie? All right.
Which one?
That's all I gotta say. I mean, you can have a lot of stars in a movie and they can still be garbage. The Batman, George Clooney. Check it out.
Oh, the Batman one. Oh, yeah, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Lin Shaye, Rose Byrne, the only other person that quickly mentioned is Ty Simpkins, who plays Dalton in the movie. Dalton is the child that gets possessed basically, while he's out traveling, while he's astral projecting. Anyway, he was actually cast as Patrick Wilson's son in Little Children, so they had a shorthand, they had a familiarity with each other, which probably pretty smart. I watched one behind the scenes video with him in it where, despite knowing that this is all fake, the scenes and stuff were still pretty scary to a 9-year-old child or whatever. So, yeah, despite he toughed it out and he made it through the movie. So good on him.
I can talk about Barbara Hershey.
Barbara Hershey, yeah. Barbara Hershey's kind of been in a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, she was in The Entity back
The Right Stuff, and what were some other big ones? But yeah, it was kind of impressive to see her in this, but it was also, if you step back, you're like, oh, it's probably been about 30 years since her, super fame.
Yeah. Like late 70s, early 80s.
And then I will talk about Lee Winnell, the Scene Stealer Specs, and the other guy. They had I don't know. What was the other guy's name? Anybody?
Who?
Get this one? What other guy? Specs, like the two helpers.
Oh, Specs and Angus Sampson Tucker?
Yeah, so Lee Winnell played Specs in this one, so he got to cast himself, much like Saw. And this one, it's probably part of their contract. I haven't looked at like Aquaman or Fast 7 to see if he's in there anywhere, but I don't think he wrote those. So we're good there.
You can tell me he wrote them, and I believe you.
All right. Before we get into the summary of the movie and going into it, what worked, guys? Why do so many people claim this as a creepy film? I have my theories on it, but if you guys want to go into yours.
It is a creepy, it's a PG-13. I'm, almost by just default against PG-13 horror movies because you just don't get enough. But this one is like at the top level of those PG-13 horror movies where there isn't a lot of blood, obviously no nudity, but I mean, there were some really good jump scares and some really good this is fucking creepy. Get out of that house. Get out of that goddamn house. And then the scene of the movie, which is when they're all in that kitchen, sitting at that kitchen table, and the mom's telling the story about when the dad was younger, and that demon like peeks out around. I was like, that's gold. That was gold.
Yeah, creepy kids always works, and just the house itself, like when you aren't out of the house yet, and you keep hearing like the screaming from upstairs, and it's almost like The Exorcist. One of the reasons The Exorcist works so well for a number of reasons, but one of the reasons is the scenes in the house where Reagan's mom is kind of like, having Bert over and having people over, and she's trying to figure this out. Like, you don't know when the scream is going to come from the upstairs bedroom and they're going to have to run up and find whatever they find. Like, you don't know when you haven't watched it yet. You don't know when those screams are going to come. So you're constantly on the edge of your seat. So any of these like haunted house movies where it's like, you don't know when, Dalton's going to have his next episode, it's going to be, you're kind of like edge of your seat, which, you don't need to have blood and guts for that to be effective.
That's true. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the house. You guys mentioned his creepy house. James Wan, Titanic cast, looked at the house assignment almost like an actor, like a lead role. You have to have the right house. It has to be creepy at first glance. It has to seem old. It has to have, we've all been in houses where it's like, people tell you, oh, it's just the house. It's old noises, things like that. It has to be a house that looks like it has old noises and things that are believably creepy about it. So, good job on that one.
It's a beautiful house.
I mean,
like a 1930-something craftsman, that stair with the rooms that all come off the land, that one landing, and I'm sure there was probably a creepy ass basement that they never got around to exploring, right?
And it's unfinished, exposed cinder blocks. Where do we think this was shot? Obviously, probably California somewhere, right?
I mean, that
probably
was $1.5 million budget. You're not traveling far.
Wait, they're Canadian. Do we think this was in Vancouver or something?
That's very possible, but that's more expensive. Who's Canadian?
Lee Winnell and James Wan. Or no, James Wan is not. They're Australian. Never mind. My fault. My fault.
And it doesn't look like it was shot down under.
Saw was filmed in Canada, though.
It was primarily filmed in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Key locations including a house on 4350 Victoria Park Drive. The main Lambert house.
Road trip. Speaking of road trips, Mike, did you get that message that Charlie sent about we can go hang out in the mall from Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, I mentioned
Right?
that. I mentioned that on the Dawn of the Dead pod.
Yeah, they have a whole museum and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
It's only about 10 hours away.
Not far. All right, so before we jump into it, I think it was important. It's always important to make you care about the lead characters in a movie. Do we think they spent too much time on just showing a normal day? They're still unpacking, baby's crying, kids are, running around eating off the floor. I thought it was we knew those people.
I don't understand that. Like, the formula works. You need to to bring us into somebody's home. I mean, you could do it where it, like, just pop us in real quick while shit's going down, but then you don't know what happened before. I mean, that's actually an interesting concept. To just like throw us in, right? Right, and just like people like shit, people getting thrown all over the place, whatever. But I mean, I've never been a hater on the proper amount of build-up. I mean, Sinners was nominated for 16 Oscars, and that's got the longest build-up of any movie that I've seen in a very long time. I mean, it's an important story, and it gives it the time that it needs without giving it too much or cutting it short, or, you know, it could have gone wrong in so many different ways, but it didn't. And that is the beauty of 60 nomination Academy Award horror movie.
Which we will try not to talk about anymore on this episode. Maybe. I don't know. No promises.
Maybe it'll come up.
I mean, when it's 16, it's 16. All right. So a very short summary of this movie. Insidious follows a family whose son mysteriously falls into a coma. As supernatural events escalate, they learn that the child isn't sick. He's trapped in a dangerous astral realm called the Further, and something there wants to follow him home. I'm in.
Yep, I'm there.
I'm in. But I don't.
By the way, Monroeville is exactly 9 hours and 14 minutes from where we are.
Oof. Oof. What about by train? Let's take a train so we can lit the whole time.
Nah, just lift.
Show no lit. We can just get lit. You know what I mean? Get lit on the train. Go up to the
lifting. I ain't lifting shit.
Oh, and then we show up to that mall all trashed. The best. I'll be calling Mike. Calling Mike Flyboy the whole time. All right. Let's talk about our favorite scenes in Act 1 first. Act 1 is the Lambert family moves into the house. Unsettling phenomenon quickly begins. Noises, shadows, and unexplained disturbances. After young Dalton suddenly falls into the unexplained coma, the family relocates, only to discover the hauntings follow them there. It becomes clear the problem isn't the house. So that's all of Act 1, right? So we get to see them at home. Shit starts happening, like her sheet music. They're obviously in the middle of a move, but books are falling off shelves that she just put away. Sheet music's being moved. People are eating out of coffee cups. There's craziness in that house, right?
That crying baby. God damn, that was a crying baby.
Oh man, that was maybe it was colicky or something. So, what drew her to the attic? I can't remember what took Rose Byrne into the attic to look up there, but that was obviously a MacGuffin in order to, get the boy up there, right? That was her to breaking the ladder and not putting away. That's a bad mom right there. You gotta put that ladder away, Rose.
Going into the attic in a horror movie just almost always works. It's good stuff.
Right. Yeah. He's up there battling for his life with the shark at the top of the stairs, like just fighting like a kid. The door swings open. I mean, he shouldn't have gone in that door. Yeah. I wouldn't have. I'd been like, Mom, this door just opened on its own.
I'd be like on the front porch, Mom. Mom.
With my little Spider-Man suitcase, I'd be packed and ready to go.
I am not astral projecting around this house.
So obviously the movie, it moves us along. He climbs up the ladder, falls. Yeah. No big deal. No big deal. He cries. Thinks he sees something. I think he does see something in the attic. Parents run up. What's the matter? What's the matter? Nothing there. They shake him off, rub some dirt on his wounds, put him to bed. That's it, right? It's all good.
Doesn't wake up.
It's all good. Go wake up Sleepyhead. Sleepyhead won't wake up. Boom. He's in a coma. They have no reason for why he's in a coma at all.
Zero. Perfectly healthy.
It's perfectly. Brain scans are normal.
Never seen anything like it.
Never seen anything like it.
He could, yeah. That is okay. That's a trope. That if we do a trope episode, which I do think we should, I do like
a young priest and an old priest.
Young priest, old priest. But the trope of like a doctor saying, "I've never seen anything like this," is a good one. You know, it says this is greater than any of our knowledge, you know, that we have.
Right. It's an authority figure making a declaration, which takes you out of the world of everything that is normal that we know and puts it where it's unknown, which people just automatically put in the paranormal or aliens or whatever bucket, right?
That is correct, sir. So we do that. Another trope I love, and every time when you call in a priest to the house like this house, they bring in a priest, and when the priest walks in, it's like basically puts his hat back on, says, "I can't help you like that." You know, you're in trouble, man. Like, I love those parts too. It's like, oh shit.
Like they didn't even really explain. Like the priest didn't do anything. He just comes home, and the dad comes home, and the priest is there talking to his wife. Don't know what they talked about.
Well, they don't use,
he never said,
"I
can't help you. I can do. I guess we could throw an exorcism together. I'll get some holy water and shit. Just do
this priest does a little more gaslighting than the ones that I like in my tropes. But he's basically like, you just got to have the faith. You just got to keep the faith.
Keeping the faith.
That's all. But anyway, so Dalton could wake up today. He could wake up tomorrow. But no, 3 months later. 3 months later, they send him home, right? Teaching her how to put the feeding tube in his nose. Yep. It's sad. It's a sad story at this point, right?
It is.
Dalton's dad, Josh, is just like falling asleep at work on purpose, not coming home, thinking that he's grading papers all night long. This is a tough moment for this family.
Yep.
Fun fact, I've seen this movie probably 5 or 6 times, and I still forget that there's that middle child in this movie, man.
That's one of my nitpicks. They like forget that there's a middle child at like halfway through the movie. It's like he's just not there anymore.
Right, you never see him. You see the baby because the baby cries like, God damn, that baby cries.
It's kind of fitting.
Then he's like at the dinner table like an hour into the movie later after he's been gone. He's like at the dinner table and then he's gone again. Like,
yep.
He must have been a terrible child actor. They cut all his scenes.
Maybe. But he does give one of the best, creepiest lines in the movie where he says, "Can I switch rooms? I don't like it when Dalton gets up and walks around at night." Yeah. Which is like, what did you just say to me? Yeah, so I think it's kind of fitting that the middle child is forgotten. I don't think it was on purpose, but I mean, the middle child always complains that, you know, older one gets all the attention because they're always in trouble, and the younger one's the baby, so they're like the favorite.
That's exactly my middle child experience.
I'm a middle child.
My older was my bully, always in trouble, all the way until the day getting kicked out of the house, and then my little sister was the baby.
So it is crazy how accurate it is, because every time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, there's another child.
There's another kid. Where'd that other kid come from? I don't remember.
And then he leaves. He's not important later.
He's just not there. Did Grandma have him? No, Grandma's at the house. Where are those other 2 kids? Where's that middle kid?
Let me throw out four different scenes from the first act, and let's talk about, maybe rank them in order of scary. You throw out some more if you need to. The first one that comes to mind is the baby monitor scene. So Rose, what is Rose's name in this movie? We're not doing her. We're doing that thing where we just say Rose Byrne was there.
Renee, right?
Renee. Josh and Renee. The Lamberts.
She is Renee with an AI at the end, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, so she's I don't think she's Tom Cruise's cousin. That's Mopper. Anyways, so at the beginning of the movie, we see her playing a little song about, you know, looking to the west or looking away. You know, she seems like she has some of her creative juices still flowing. At this point, she sits down at the piano and nothing. She is worn out from 3 months of caring for a child in mysterious coma. But then she hears whispering on the baby monitor, which grows into louder talking, and eventually a scream coming from the baby's room. Rushes up there, that's pretty creepy.
It's effective.
Scene number 2. Scene number 2.
Baby monitors always a really good creep you out type thing. It worked in Signs.
Great. So, another scene that I want to talk about is the pacing man outside of her window. Which the first time I saw this, I was like, sorry, girl, just stay under the covers, and then he appears in the house. That was pretty creepy and effective.
It was.
Another scene. This is after they move houses. So, at a certain point, Renee is able to convince Josh that this place is nuts. I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, shit's moving around. We got to get out of here, right? So they do. Like the first night, man, these ghosts don't play around. They don't give them any downtime. She goes out to throw some trash away. Her record changes into Tiny Tim's Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Well, forever memorable from this movie. I don't know if his estate gets money. Hopefully his estate got some money because I think he died. So there's that scene. And then in the first act, there's also the house alarm. Like, this is just a normal fear of people like myself that make sure they check the locks like 15 times before going to bed, right? So this is the alarm's going off. They don't know why. They check it out. Nothing out there. Go back to bed or start to go back to bed. Goes off again. Doors freaking wide open.
Right.
Something is in your house right now. That is disturbing on a real level, and it works in the horror movies.
It's very triggering for me. Yeah. Every night we call it batting hatches. I batten the hatches before we go to bed, and I don't trust Mary to do it. I only trust one other human being to batten hatches, and that's Justin. We have a discussion on it, and we've done some vacation, and it's like, okay, Justin, I can trust you. You got it.
I'm on it.
Have the correct amount of fear.
Right. I mean, because we all sleep at a certain point, right? We're all not on our defenses, and even if we are, nobody wants that kind of trouble in their life. All right. So those are the 4 from the first act or so that's really stuck with me. What about you guys? Got anything to add?
No, not really. I think you hit them all.
Creepy.
The kid is
Any
creepy,
favorites of those 4?
Go ahead, Mike.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Creepiest part, Mike? Any?
Of just the beginning of Act 1?
Of those 4 that I mentioned, which ones are creepy in that one?
I mean, all of them.
Any?
I don't know. Nothing really stands out to me, though. No.
Okay. So that it brings us, like I said, that we're going from, it's not, the house is haunted, let's get the F out of here. New house, still got some ghosts up in there. That little boy that moves crazy, that giggles crazy, which is, it's a man. I've seen the behind the scenes. It's a creepier looking man.
It's before we move out of the house so that we get the bloody handprint, right?
Oh, yeah, the nurse, bloody handprint. That's Act 1, too. Good call.
I mean, that's 47, that's an hour into the movie, but whatever.
Crazy, right?
Did they meet Elise before they moved houses?
Next, after they determine that it's not the house, is when they get Elise in there.
So it's the next. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So it brings us pretty much to when we're meeting Elise. But yeah, the bloody handprint. Yeah, she throws it at Josh. Deal with this.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's when they moved, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
All right. Act 2. Psychic Elise Rainier reveals that Dalton has the ability to astral project, and his soul is trapped in the dark supernatural realm called the Further. Josh, the father, is revealed to have the same ability. One he suppressed as a child, malevolent spirits are drawn to Dalton's vacant body, attempting to possess it.
Well, we don't know that Josh has had it until the end.
We don't know that yet. You're right. But that's all of Act 2 is in a nutshell. So we find out in this act that he does it. So, great concept, though. When you astral project, you actually leave behind this attractive real estate for demons to try to get to. But it takes some time, right? So it's not like you can just leave for a second and come back. something puts you on their radar, the demons, and they start making their way from the further to this vessel, if you will. Thoughts on that? I don't know if I've seen it before, maybe explained like that.
Yeah,
Well, there's that the man with the fire face, or fire on his face,
Right.
the demon, right? But then all those other things are just dead people. They kind of cut out the whole heaven and hell thing. So you got to kind of like, is everyone lined up there, or is it just like bad people?
Is the further like the limbo? Is kind of what, or is it? It does seem like a lot of bad people, but I hear that seems like there's some tricksters in there too. I don't know, like the little boy running around.
Yeah, I mean, they make it sound like, I mean, if you haven't seen this, but you've seen Stranger Things, it's almost like the Upside Down, and you can get too far removed from reality, where, you know, Lin Shaye basically says that the boy's body is an empty vessel, and his like soul is like getting too far away to be able to come back, to be able to get retrieved.
And he got lost.
And yeah, got lost, trying to find his way back. You know,
I do love that, like, him falling off the ladder was just really, like, it wasn't important to this. It's not like maybe he got a concussion that made him travel a little further. Maybe. Who knows? But, like,
I think it was just like a MacGuffin. They were just trying to lead us on.
Right. Make us think that that's why he was hurt, right? All right. In this act, we will talk about some more stuff, but there are a few things. When Specs and Angus come in to vet the place for Elise, they use these different ultraviolet filters on cameras and stuff, and it's the first time we see the 1960s or 1950s ladies staring straight back with that creepy ass smile on them and like the pinup doll makeup kind of thing. That's effective.
Yeah.
We see the red-faced demon behind Josh as Barbara Hershey, or the mom, is talking about Josh's childhood. We also get the seance scene. It's every haunted house movie has a seance scene, contacting of these spirits. I thought it was super effective. I'd never seen the gas mask hooked up to headphones before, and he's writing stuff down frantically. The lights are flashing. You know, I liked it. I liked the seance scene a lot.
I did not expect a gas mask to make an appearance. Like I watched this by myself, and I like laughed to myself out loud when she pulls a gas mask out. I'm like, what the fuck? A gas mask, really?
My guess is it helps like tune out some of the like.
Yeah.
The Renee and Josh being like, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah, like funnel the sound directly to the headphones that guy had on.
It was cool design, right?
Yeah.
Different. If you're gonna do the seance scene that's in all of these movies, let's do it different. I think that's kind of the theme of the movie. Is like, let's bring you stuff that you're familiar with, but put our own spin on it.
Yeah. One of my other nitpicks from this area of the movie is basically like that Josh moves out of the house, moves into this new house for them, and then gets all of this evidence about what's going on with Dalton, and then he still doesn't believe, and is basically like, get out, shoot, like, we're done with you, thanks for your time, like, you guys are not welcome anymore. Like, I'm like, what? But then all it takes is for her to like show him some drawings that Dalton did, and it's like 5 minutes later he buys back in. I'm like, it wasn't even like he was a detractor for the whole movie, and then finally like something happened that made him buy in. He went from like doing like whatever was needed, and then was like a detractor, and then not, like within 2 minutes time.
Exactly. Just because those pictures, those painting or crayon.
The crown paintings about, well, the red door was there and the red-faced demon, which I forgot to mention was part of this, her investigating in the house, like her describing the red-faced demon in the corner of the room. Another effective scene.
Was that a Darth Maul cameo? I couldn't tell.
Kind of was. It was Darth Maul. So after after the seance, we find out that we're gonna have to go in and get Dalton out, right? And who's gonna do it? Oh, Josh. Guess what, Josh? You have this ability too.
I mean, I can't astral project, Josh.
Yeah.
It's on you, Josh.
What has two thumbs and can astral project? And they all just point at Josh with their thumbs. Josh's like, what are you talking about? I can't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. And creepy scene. They bring out this old-ass box full of little photos. You know, this creepy grandma lady that's been stalking and getting closer and closer to Josh, which was also an amazing... I forgot to mention, we do see her briefly at the beginning of the movie, at the beginning of the house, right? Which tells me, even though he's been repressing this and pushing it down, she's still been trying to get closer the entire time, waiting for her turn, waiting for him to leave. It's like your dog when you get up from your seat to go to the bathroom and you come back, and that dog is in your seat, man. Like, she's waiting for him to slip up, right?
Which was kind of a cool subplot to add into it.
Amazing, almost more memorable than the red-faced demon in my book, right? So yeah, we find out that his dad had. Well, did we mention his dad? I don't know. We learned that in the next one, I think. But so yeah, he agrees. He's like, whatever I got to do to save Dalton, I'm in. And then we get to hypnotize him and all that. But that kind of leads into Act 3. Anything I've left out of Act 2 to get us to this point, guys? No. Of that, which plot, which scene? What stands out the most? What do we love?
Demon behind Josh.
Yeah,
that's for me. That movie. That's the big scene.
Yeah, that's your big scene.
That was horrifying.
I love the two guys coming in trying to exorcise the demons, if you will. Lee Wanell and the other guy, and just was it one of the guys hit his face on the ground and then was using a stake to heal his wound.
So that was post seance.
Okay, yeah.
But then we see on the frame by frame we see an image of the red-faced demon. I wish he had a name, because keep calling him red-faced demon. It seems awesome. Yeah. But we using Dalton like a puppet almost, right? That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Specs got, if Smokey was there from Friday, you know what he would have said looking over Specs when he woke up? You got knocked out.
You can say that word.
No.
Fuck out.
All right, so that brings us to Act 3, I think. And if not, we'll jump back in because we don't care. Continuity's not our thing, guys, okay? No. All right, Act 3. Josh enters the further to rescue his son, confronting terrifying entities, including the film's iconic red-faced demon. He succeeds, but at a cost. The final twist reveals that Josh may not have returned alone, ending the film on a chilling note that sets up the sequel. All right, that's everything that happens in Act 3. This is where we see the further. We see him walking through the further. We see the spirits that he encounters. We see the family, and actually he goes to his house. He leads to the former house that they were in. Yep. He sees the family that are kind of whistling and ironing their clothes and sitting on the couch like a happy family. Creepy as shit. Mom looks creepy. The dad's whistling. The girl's pretty but creepy as shit. He goes right up to Mom's face and she blinks. This is some of the stuff that's a little more chilling in the movie. That the further, it's fine. A lot of smoke and stuff, but the lighting on the house and the makeup and how these creatures moved was awesome. Yeah. So you guys can't see on the podcast, but my son jumped on, so we can kick in some questions in a little bit. Yeah, no, I think just as cool as the red-faced demon was the other entities that they built. The pacing man, the ladies in the house, even the man in the house. All of that stand out to me just as much. So Josh goes.
The creepy lady that's following Josh around his whole life
Sure.
was, I feel, creepier than the demon was.
100% agree with you. That is obviously what Dunn gets him at the end. But so now at this point, now it's an extraction mission for Josh. He's got to go into the further, find the red door, bust it in, save Dalton. One scene in that was he learns that he's stronger because he's alive, so he can push people around like Neo up in that edge. He can just be like boom and like throw him around. But now Redface Demon, he couldn't do that to Redface, but still grabs Dalton, gets out of there, gets lost for a second, but then starts heading back. And then it's a frantic scene at the end. It's a race. It's a race to the house. We find out that the spirits are also racing to the house because they're, oh shit, we better get in there fast. Dalton's about to be occupied again. But yeah, everybody's fronting.
It's almost like a sports movie for a minute.
Exactly. I don't know what sport
not
it would
really.
be, but maybe yeah.
Track sport.
There you go. So they're barricading themselves in. They're doing their best. Creepy scene. Checking the kitchen, an arm comes out of one of the drawers there. I'm like, whoa, that's a creepy scene. My ghost coming in. Okay. At last, Dalton gets back to his body. In the meantime, we're seeing Josh, giving old lady a piece of his mind. I'm not scared of your ass anymore. Go away, leave me alone, all this stuff. She then flips the tables on him and gets into Josh's body. But we don't know it yet. We don't know it yet.
We kind of know it.
Kind of know. You have a feeling. Mike, I do want to ask you, Mike, did you think Josh made it back?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
I did too, kind of. But it was good. They didn't leave us hanging too long. They did show, at least noticed his nail beds and all kinds of shit. Took the photo. He as the kids would like to call it, he crashed out after that photo. He did. He had a mega crash out. Freaking killed Elise. And then, I guess, ghosted, jumped down the hallway somewhere so it didn't look like he's the one that killed her. Mm-hmm. That's how we left it, right? Elise dead. We know that the old lady, because we saw the photo, we know the old lady is in Josh. Cliffhanger. There better be a part 2 at that point in my mind. There better be. Yeah. Right?
This was a twist ending I did not see coming.
Nice. Good job, James.
Very effective ending.
What about you, Atticus? The first time you saw it, did you see it coming?
No, I thought it was very surprising. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't pinpoint it because I knew they would have probably ended it sooner if there wasn't a reason, but I didn't see. I just felt something the vibe was off.
The vibe check. He was not horror farming.
Wow. Yeah.
So, this is one of those things where it's if I'm in the movie and I know how long the movie's supposed to be, it's one of those. Oh, there's still shit. There's still 10 minutes left. Yeah. There's something else going to happen. It's not going to just be them hugging.
If they don't go to credits, something's going to happen.
Right. So Mike actually mentioned that he watched this on HBO Max, and it recommended Insidious 2 right afterwards, so he just jumped into it. That's kind of a praise in its own. Right? If you're like, I gotta jump into this next one. What are your guys' thoughts on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Was it the stakes, Mike? What was it that made you want to check out? Can't end it like that.
It was basically the cliffhanger twist ending was just compelling enough that I was like, okay, how's the next one start? Where do we go from here now? Because he just committed murder. I mean, it's honestly the first kill in the movie, so it's all right, he just killed somebody. Then where are we going? What next?
I guess I just realized that was the first kill of the movie. I wasn't really thinking of it like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you yeah, I mean, there's stuff, I guess, maybe off screen or stuff talked about from the past, but nothing. Him going after Elise is the only kill in the movie.
That was
Unless
not the
I
only
missed
kill
one.
in the movie.
On screen?
There was 3 people who died, the ghosts, that got shot in, like, black place.
It did in the further.
Yeah, in the further.
We're not going to refer to it as the black place. In the further, yeah, it did look like one of the daughters killed most of her family. Is that right?
All of the family.
I mean, it was kind of a ghost memory.
No, that was a kill. That's a kill.
Atticus counts as a kill.
Okay. So whatever. So
it was interesting that the director wanted to make sure that that they're stuck in these loops. These ghosts, these spirits are stuck in a loop for their whole life. And that's part of the reason that feeling close to Dalton was appealing. Let's get out of these loops. All right, so of all the spooky scenes from Acts 1, 2, and 3, what do we think was the best? I mean, Charlie said his favorite jump scare was the red-faced demon behind Josh. Does that hold up for the rest of them, Charlie, or no? You're on mute again or something.
Oh, I am on mute, aren't I? Yeah. So for me, I found the mute, guys. So.
Really long burp.
Yeah, that scene when it peeked out. I mean, we're only talking like less than half
2 seconds,
maybe a full second. That gave me chills. Like it popped out and it startled me, scared me.
Hit you with the strings, I think.
Yeah, I had chills afterwards. For me, that's the one scene.
Basically, this movie was shot in 3 settings, both the different houses, and then the lair of the red-faced demon, which was meant to be very Dario Argento. We keep bringing him up on this podcast, but it's supposed to be very operatic and full of colors and things like that. So that was their inspiration on that scene. The lair was kind of creepy. Him sharpening his nails a little bit. Might have been a little too on the nose for that one, but it was creepy. I mean, it seemed pretty easy to get Dalton out of there, and too easy in my book, because he had to fight the bouncer at the beginning of the Ren door. But
yeah,
come on, man.
He had super strength.
I think an amateur astral projector could have done that, right?
First day.
All right, so for me, I think more than the red-faced demon behind Josh on that scene, I think the creepy movements of the girls and the spirits worked, and then obviously the old lady spirit was probably what stuck with me after the movie.
Yeah.
Atticus, what do you think? What worked with you? What gave you nightmares?
First, time watching it, it was the same thing with Charlie. The thing where the red-faced demon was just behind Josh. That really got me the first time. It kind of reminded me of The Exorcist, kind of, when the ghost kept popping up randomly in the movie through a short clip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That's disturbing when you're first watching The Exorcist. Mike, what stayed with you?
The ending, man. The ending with she puts the glasses on and you see that last monster. It's good shit.
Yeah. Why'd you have to do that? His best friend crashed out. All right, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Atticus, is this up there on your Mount Rushmore, even though it's not gory? I do want to apologize. This is the second movie in a row that has little to no gore in this thing. We will amp it up. I have a feeling that we will amp this up quite quickly if it's Mike's turn next.
Oh, you are feeling correct, sir.
Atticus, isn't this one of your faves?
Yeah, this is on the Mount Rushmore. This is probably George Washington.
Is that number 1 then, or is that?
Yeah, this is probably the number 1 on the Mount. No, it's not. It's Abraham
Mount
Lincoln.
Rushmore.
It's Abraham Lincoln. It's up there, but it's not the star of the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
What was yours again? Is it? It's this. It's Cabin in the Woods. It's Scream. Was it?
And Heretic.
Heretic. Okay.
Okay.
Heretic or Hereditary?
Heretic.
He likes
The one with the Mormons.
Yeah, the Hugh Grant.
full of exposition. That one is, but like it's interesting, the whole thing. Anyway, I don't know if that one will make it for a little while. Maybe on season 2. Of All Guts So Gory. All right, so let's do. Aren't we? I don't know. Probably 2026 would be season 2, I guess. Let's talk about some categories we normally hit.
Yeah.
Let's go all over the place with them, though. All over, man.
Total
chaos. All right, first category is there anything from this that is Hall of Fame worthy?
Yeah. I would say, like, the
Red-Faced Demon or the Granny Hall of Fame worthy? I don't know.
I don't think
an
so.
active enough villain, right?
We don't see them enough.
Okay. What about what about just the Granny, the image of? No, yeah, it's not a prop. That's a character. So, is there a prop that would be from this?
What about Heroes? Because I think
Heroes. Yeah, Elise. Oh, you know what?
She's been in several movies.
Elise has been in, I think, 4 out of 5 of these, at least flashbacks to her or something. Maybe all of them.
She's kind of pulled it out until the end. She got got.
She did get got. So like we learned that she's more accomplished in the other ones. But yeah, this is what got her. This is like Ed and Lorraine's last show where this is what got her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with nominating her for a female protagonist for sure.
Yeah.
What about should we have a child actor one? Should we have an annoying kid actor?
This guy's gonna win every time. Every time.
I was telling the gentleman Atticus that every time I watch this movie, I forget that he has a younger brother. What the hell? Do you have that problem too, or do you always know?
I always know. Like, I remember it every time.
Every time I'm like, oh, he's got another. Who's that kid on their floor? Because like Dalton's the first one to wake up and like go through baby photos. Like the other one's like just like an afterthought, man.
Because he's a regular kid. He sleeps
watching the movie like, is there a play date going on? Why are you
right?
Mighty children
can't be a friend.
Oh wait, he's his brother. Never mind.
When we did Saw, did we nominate James Wan as a director for our Hall of Fame, or were we like need to see more?
I threw him out there for conversation at the initial nominations, and he did not make our first one. But I feel like
he's got serious consideration.
I'd like to nominate him again. I think when you got the Conjurings and Insidious and Saw and Dead Silence, I think James Wan is modern. You know, he'd have to get in before Zach and Jordan in my book, but like, you know, he's in that modern class.
Yeah,
and Osgood, I guess.
I agree. Yeah, I think he's in serious consideration of going in. So, what is the gas mask a good prop from this movie?
Oh, the gas mask is great.
I forgot all about the gas mask until the
that's. After seeing this movie, does astral projection seem fun, or is this an unknown consequence of astral projection?
It looks boring as shit, dark as hell.
What's the first thing you would do if you could astral project?
I can't say that. I can't say that.
I was thinking
I would do something fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I didn't get too much of the science from this to be able to figure out how I would use it for good.
Oh no!
I mean, how many ways are there good here? I mean, it could be like you could find the smoking gun that puts away a murderer. How about that? You can solve crimes. You can turn this into an issue that Charlie hates.
Because after this movie, all you feel like is, okay, it's a way to let demons into your family.
Right.
Yeah, but like you gotta be doing it for a while. You got to be doing it for a while.
Let's just say like it's astral projection, but not like horror movie astral projection. You just go somewhere and you can't be seen or heard, but you can see and you can just be anywhere. I don't think I'm going to start with solving crimes. That's just me. That's a personal life choice. Using it for good is subjective. Your good, my good, who am I to say?
That's true. That's true. Maybe. Anyway, we're gonna end on that note, I think. So we dumbest character. Do we have a dumbest character?
Josh, tell your fucking story, Josh. Jesus.
Which story?
He wasn't.
That he has this.
Where he didn't know it.
That he
was
has
repressed.
this.
No, he didn't know.
They wiped his mind or hypnotized him or something so he'd forget.
They repressed it,
made
him forget about it.
Okay.
But
I didn't get that vibe from it.
That's what I got from it.
What I will say
I got the vibe that he knew kind of the whole time, but he was repressing it, but he knew.
No.
So he had no memory of that. But when he's sitting in the classroom and he's seeing, it cuts to seeing somebody in bed, that is the memories he's having of astral projecting earlier in his life.
Okay.
So it's something in there that feels like there's a feeling he's got, right, where this feels familiar. But
then don't be so dismissive of all of the other things where they're trying to help him and be like, no, it's definitely not this, you crazy people.
Yeah, Atticus has a counter. He says maybe Josh's mom could be the same person, for the same reason that you thought Josh was. Josh's mom did know that he could astral project, and that a creepy ass spirit was getting closer and closer to him every single picture.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you talk about that.
But she did something about it. She went to Elise when Josh was young and got him to forget about it and forget to astral plane, so the creepy lady in the death shawl wouldn't catch him.
Yeah, no, I mean, she did. She did act on it. And I guess that's not something that comes up over, dinner. Hey, did you know that Josh could astral project? Because maybe there's a part of him that would want to try it again.
Right. That's something that will actually come up when you're in Vegas and you're 16 Scotch neats into the night. And there's somebody dressed like a nun on the street on Fremont, just half nude and dancing around. Oh, that's funny. That makes me think of. And be like, what?
Next to the legless guy that's breakdancing. Fremont Street is nuts, man.
It's a carnival show.
If you get there before, you know how if you get to a restaurant at 5, they're just opening it up. If you get to Fremont when it's just opening up, it's really sad because there's no crowds watching it, so it's really just you're just seeing these people. Yeah, with no one.
Great.
But anyway, I like this movie. I like most of the series. I have a fond memory of taking Sarah and my sister and my niece and maybe one other person to see part 3 in the theater, and them covering their eyes the entire time. I don't even know why they bought tickets. It's but yeah, fond memory. That's the type of person that I'm talking about. I can recommend. My wife is the one that I'm hey, you'll want to watch this with me because it's gentle enough, but still scary.
For sure.
So that's the type. So
Mary doesn't like gore.
Yeah, so she'd like this one.
But yeah, she would like this one.
Any other parting thought? What we got the dumbest? Could you survive? Is it one of those movies? I mean, most of the people in this survived, except for Elise. Just don't be a ghost hunter.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. It's not really that kind of movie, I guess.
Yeah. Number 1 cause of death with ghost hunters is ghosts, probably. Gotta be.
Or heart disease,
and lung cancer. Killer. They smoke a lot normally.
Is there a gore score we want to assign this?
Let's do gore score. Sure, let's do it. I gotta go with a 1.
Yeah.
A 1, maybe 2. 2.
1.
There's a shotgun. There's scratches. Nothing. Yeah, maybe a 1. I'm going back to a 1.
Yeah. Yep. It's like a Friends episode.
It's a Friends episode.
You know? But it's still scary with like no gore.
Nice. So before I kick it to Mike for his pick, I want to thank everybody for bearing with us on the Zoom format that we had to do because of snowpocalypse. Hope everybody was safe in their own snowpocalypse area because most of the country got this, right?
Oh yeah, 34 states. Florida.
Yeah.
It's like 85 in Orlando today.
Oh, son of a
motherfuckers.
And they have Disney World, man. And everything.
And SeaWorld. No.
Yeah.
SeaWorld's bad. Don't go.
SeaWorld's bad, but it did make me care a lot more about killer whales than it did before SeaWorld, so it's got that going for it.
Well.
Anyway, apologist for SeaWorld here.
Whoa.
Anyway, all right, the next pick is going to be I'm going to play my reverse card, and we're going to go back to Charlie. No, it's Mike's. Mike is going to pick the next movie. What do we got, Mike?
I'm going to pick a movie from the new French extremism movement.
Oh my gosh.
2008's Martyrs.
Martyrs?
I was thinking you were going to award Martyrs.
Not the American remake from, I think, 2015. This is the French version that, if you're fluent in French, great. Otherwise, you'll need to be reading this movie.
Yeah, I'll be reading. If it's on Netflix, they'll have it dubbed in English.
They will.
I don't think it's on Netflix. It's on Tubi.
It's a Martyrs?
It's on Tubi. Just Martyrs, not The Martyrs.
Oh, Martyrs.
Yeah, it's on Tubi.
Are you saying murders, but with a weird accent?
No, there is some of those, though.
I see.
I thought you were going to say the French movie High Tension, which I might pick down the road.
Yeah.
That thing is crazy.
That one's got a giant plot hole in it, but I do like that one, too.
Oh, it's got one of the biggest plots. You could drive a semi-truck through this. Did you ever see High Tension?
Oh, yeah.
But, I like the ride. So,
what was the one with the French movie? There was a monster. They thought it was a giant wolf. It turned out it was a lion. It's got some parkour and kung fu type thing. French blonde guy.
No idea.
Is it Never-Ending Story?
No.
Les Incompetents.
Les Incompetents.
Is it Jacques Bleu?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, France.
All right.
Sorry, France. All right. Hey, for all that's so gory, it's been a good ride. Thank you. I know that this kind of comes close to Charlie's least favorite genres a couple different ways, but he toughed it out for us. And Mike, first time, glad you got to watch it. For All Guts So Gory, I'm Justin. As always, with Mike and Charlie, kicking it to you so you can say your famous line, Mike.
Andy, take us home.
This is the end, friend.